cannot wait to get started on our first decorating project. You know, my daughter Alexandra gets invited to all kinds of birthday parties, some adorable cakes there, but Nancy has some new ideas for all you moms, dads, grandmothers out there looking for some new cakes. And this cute critter is just perfect.
Isn't he darling?
He is.
And he's very easy to make. We're using a soccer ball pan, believe it or not, and then a mini ball pan for his head.
So kind of improvising the shape.
You don't have to use it for exactly what it is. And when they bake...
And how many kids would this serve, just on
probably about 15, but you can see they just bake up like that. You could use a cupcake if you wanted to, but I like the rounded shape of the head. And then for decorating them, you know, we're using a star tip, and it's a pull-out star tip, so it has some depth and dimension. I'm using a number 16 here.
And you're using a single star, but you could use that triple star, right?
You could use buttercream. Yes. This is a buttercream frosting, which is, you know, very popular. It's made with confectioner's sugar, vanilla, milk, and some flavoring.
And chocolate flavoring to take the black bitterness
Yeah, what
away.
you can do is you can start with chocolate icing, and that way you don't have to use as much of the black.
And the whole body is this same technique, and it's attached with icing. Is that right? It doesn't have like a toothpick or anything like that?
No, you could for some additional stability, but he will rest right in there if you use enough icing. You could use some toothpicks. The only thing I worry about with, you know, toothpicks, or you could use a skewer, is when you're actually serving it to the kids, you want to make sure that you're pulling it out.
That you don't forget it.
Now you see, this is just real simple, same
You're just
technique.
really lifting out whenever
I'm just
you're making
squirting and
the
lifting
point.
out. That's all I'm doing. So it's not hard to do, but it just takes a little bit of time to do. So
well, I'm going to tell you a quick story while we have a little time. I know this, a lot of people think, oh, that's a little boy's cake, and it is, but I have a daughter who wanted a bug birthday party for the 6th birthday, and we did the whole theme, take flight, don't bug me unless you can't come on the birthday parties.
Oh,
the kids
how precious.
Loved it. Both genders loved it, and we did... of course, the typical butterfly and a ladybug, but this would have been the hit of the party. This cake is so much cuter than what we actually did. But anyway, and so you're attaching, are these gumballs?
yeah, these are gumballs. And then I'm just going to use some little mini M&Ms. That's probably the hardest thing, is picking up the M&Ms to get them on for his eyes.
And this is still buttercream that you're attaching them
Yes,
with. So these are just candy you could get at the store.
And you could use different candy if you wanted to make him look a little different. And we'll just stick his little nose.
But his eyes are great. Hang on.
Yeah, his eyes are kind of slipping a little bit. So in that case, I just kind of hold him until it hardened a bit.
Set up just a
and
tad.
then, you know, you'd put his teeth down here. And candy corns are great for teeth, but you could use something, you know, different if you wanted to. Just kind of, I'll press a couple in there. You get started on his legs, and again, we're just using basic candy.
Now these are orange slices that like your grandmother has.
With licorice.
Right, and you press this in. This is black licorice, and these are just gumballs.
And you can use a knife, you can use a spatula.
Well, I'm
you can do it in the
just
side,
a
you don't
bit.
have to. But virtually, you know, it's this cute way to just make it with ready-made candy. Now, the other thing is for this particular cake, I could see just taking a cake mix, because, you know, you're going to be focusing on the party. You've got a lot of details, and you could throw in some chocolate chips or, you know, some other types of candy. In the batter itself. So then somebody goes, oh, you did a scratch cake. Yes, I baked this.
It's my own unique recipe, right?
Yeah.
And we might mention, if you